Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to MBR, or as we like to call it around here, Nothing But Rants, the show where I find topics that I'm oddly passionate about and I pontificate upon them. These are not hot takes, but rather takes that I'm hot about. What's up? You like that? You really like that? Let's shut up and grab some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the Film Guy Network for a fabulous film study coming up for you guys. Hey, 9 for 12, 223, 4 tuds. Your name's Arch Manning. You're an algorithm play. You play for Texas. We're doing a film study on that one. I'm going to tell you right now. You make your debut like this with regards to being called to play with the ones, not mop-up duty. It's a real-time football. Arch Manning gets deployed against UTSA and absolutely lights it up. 24.7 yards per completion. Tells me a couple things, Jonathan. One, the coordinator was cooking. If you are new to our program, thank you for being here. Go ahead and subscribe. It's going to be a good one. If you're not, if you're a Texas fan and you have found us because you already watched our Texas versus Michigan film study, you already know how I feel about Sarkisian. You have almost 25 yards per completion. Your coordinator was absolutely cooking. But most importantly, perhaps for this film study, you're selecting the right ball carrier to get the ball to, right? You're selecting the right player to ultimately get the football to. Also, I know just by looking at the box score, the athleticism for Arch Manning was on display in this football game, having looked at the rushing statistics. So I know before the commenters start going nuts, and despite the fact that I am preambling this with the fact that I know it was UTSA, still going to have a fan in the mentions in the comments there. UTSA do it against somebody good. He'll have an opportunity to do so. We're going to look at some other stuff that's still very noteworthy and very observational based off the tape, and it's going to apply no matter what. I think football is so awesome for a lot of reasons, but I really love this game for its ability to humble one in the midst of a performance like this, okay? So yeah, the stat sheet looked great. Yes, there are still very much so, oh, that guy's young. That guy's very new to football, all right, in terms of this caliber of football. Can't wait to show it to you. We got a saying around here when it comes to football season. It's a lot of talking. It's time to shut up and grind the tape. Let's do it. Gonna watch, I think about probably 15, maybe 20 clips in this game. All right, so I loved Sarkisian this week, Jonathan. Sarkisian this week told his media that, hey, look, nothing changes. When Arch Manning comes in this football game, nothing changes. The same stuff as we run with Arch. And if you want an exact definition of that, this is the very first play of the game. The dude gets called in, all right? Quinn gets hurt on this drive. Arch gets thrown into the fire right here in a plus territory situation, right? We have just entered the red zone. I believe it's 1st and 10 right now, maybe 2nd and 9 if I can remember correctly. And we're immediately going right to the play action pass. We're going to put the ball in the hand of the quarterback immediately, okay? And we're going to have him throw on the run the first time he comes onto the game. And he hits this guy in stride. All right, one thing I knew, all right, when evaluating a Manning, we knew you were going to get a mentally savvy football player. We knew from a fundamental standpoint with regards to quarterback play, dude's probably going to do everything relatively right. This is a prime example. Now, this is a wide open read. All right, a wide open read. But on this play action rollout, we're reading this bottom to top. Okay, we're going to read this boom to boom to boom. We're reading the now, all right, the arrow now, over second, deep over third, all right? Now watch how quickly, and normally, I was telling Jonathan this before the show, normally when you watch quarterbacks click through reads, guys, it's like 1, and then it's 2, and then it's 3. You can literally see their heads going boom, 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 and you can see their bodies kind of clicking through reads. Well, what I want is a scanner of the field, right? I want someone to be able to scan the field, not really have to robotically click through them. I want them to feel through these reads. Watch this on the back end cut. Watch his eyes, all right? And I'm going to slow this down because I feel like this is a nuanced look right here. All right, let's slow this down, and you can really see his eyes scan through this read in perfect synchrony, right? In perfect timing from bottom to top, all right? Eyes on the defensive end first. We're peeking this arrow, all right? Arrow's not open, all right? We're we're going to keep scanning. Now we're reading this defender. Let's see where he's at now. Boom. We're right in time for that over as well. The other thing you're going to notice about every Manning that's ever played the game, they're going to play on time most of the time. There's some errors in here, but when this guy's 100% himself, when he's confident playing big time football in a couple of years, I expect everything to be in time and in unison. All right. Everything in time and in unison. This guy's going to click through his reads at the right rate. All right. Oh, and by the way, Jonathan, we're going to notice, and viewer, we're going to notice this guy got a little shit to him. He got a little something about him. All right, whether it's the slime or whatever he did on the sideline. I'm talking about this 67-yard touchdown run we're going to see in a second. He turns around and gives him one of those as he's running into the end zone. We got some not so Manning-isms to us, to say the least. I'm normally expecting a buttoned-up dude, you know what I mean? All right, so that was our first play of the game. We come in, we throw a play-action touchdown pass. We're cooking. All right, well, here's the second time we call our own number on a read option. All right, we got this defensive end biting down hard. By the way, I want y'all to pay attention to what this guy's doing. He's selling out for the he's selling out for the running back right now. That's why Arch has pulled this ball, and this defensive end looks flabbergasted because it wasn't in the game plan. All right, ain't a lot of UTSA football coaches being out here like, hey, backside defensive end, watch out for Quinn Ewers. But if Quinn Ewers wants to run, we're going to let him run. In fact, let's just go ahead and have that happen. This guy, not so much. All right, he did go 21 miles an hour on this clip, or almost close to it. I think the most impressive thing here is he puts the safety on the ground. Now, Christian Kirby, when we talked about this during the show, he threw a little water on this one, didn't he? He threw a little water on this one. I don't care if it's a 67-yard touchdown. If he's playing Oklahoma, it's a 15-yard game. We're still moving the damn sticks. You know what I'm saying? If this safety gets him on the ground, it's still a 12-yard gain. And the whole idea that this is being added to a Texas run game, all right, or would be added to a Texas run game, or when you're defending Arch, you got to defend the legs too. It's just one more thing. All right, so whether it's a 67-yard touchdown or whether it's a 12-yard touchdown or a 12-yard gain, it's still a really highly effective run, and it's one more thing we have to account for. We can look at it from the tight right here, and you can really see the athleticism on display. I needed to see that this wasn't Timmy and Tyler Bergen Catholic. Bergen Catholic's a good New York school. But I needed to see that this wasn't Episcopalian University from Louisiana, downtown South Louisiana High School, right? We knew he came from a small school. We knew that was the questions. All right, you're doing athletic stuff on a high school field against Timmy and Tyler. Will it translate onto a D1 field? No, this is not Alabama. Still a Division I football player that plays for UTSA in the state of Texas. I would imagine there's some general speed on this field. A little bit higher than what he was playing against, right? So there's some translatable evidence here no matter what. We can apply this elsewhere that, hey, dude's got at least 4.58 legs. We agree? At least 4.62 legs. We are fast. We are a good straight line athlete. We are quick, okay? No matter who it's against, we can apply that. All right, this is the point in the film study. Y'all gonna think I'm meat riding, but I have absolutely loved over the years watching Peyton Manning explain the game of football. I have loved watching Peyton learn and show what he's learned through life as a football player. Now, who's got the ball? Who's got the ball? I don't know. Who's got the ball? I still don't know. You know who else doesn't know? This guy. This guy's still waiting around trying to figure it out. The ball's already in the belly of the back. He's gone. He's 2 steps out. He's already approaching the right tackle's face. All right. But our ball fakes are important. Our ball fakes hold backside ends, right? Watch this from the tight. Again, y'all gonna think I'm meat riding. I'm about to hate on him. But I saw later in the game, we're like really attacking the read. We're like really getting downhill towards the line of scrimmage. Defensive ends are so confused. Who's got the ball? I have no clue, because he's really adamant about his fakes. You know who was really adamant about his fakes? His uncle. Peyton used to sit there and watch film on his handoffs and his play action takes over and over and over again. And he would bring them into the meeting room and he would put them in front of the board and he would make the offense guess who's got the ball. All right, that's how adamant he was about making everything important. All right, making everything important. And I see similar game right here from this cat, right? Look at him snap his head around. Look at him snap his head back around like he would on play action, right? If we were to pull that ball from the belly of that running back, we're going to snap our head back around and look for coverage, right? We got to identify what the defense is doing. Does the same thing right here. And again, This might not matter right now. This might not matter right now, but it's going to matter in the SEC when this defender is an NFL football player and this space, when you don't carry out your fake, gets cut down to here, right? That's the difference in the next, iterations of this game. Where we at time-wise there, J-Will?
10 minutes.
All right, let's keep cooking. Aggressive mistakes are bound to happen with young football players, right? We just pulled the ball on a read option, just had a 67-yard touchdown run. Stadium's going nuts. Arch Manning's getting Googled left and right. My boy Matt Galatz is making dough. So we got all kind of good things happening. We call our number again here in a second. Well, guess what they're doing, bud? They're firing the corner now, all right? And he's going to add on. We're still going to commit to the running back. We're going to roll safety coverage over here. In other words, we've got pressure and we're getting fired from the corner right now to protect ourselves from this quarterback pull. We pull the ball anyways. Okay, we pull the ball anyways. We take a negative play right here to start the next drive. Aggressive mistakes are bound to happen. He's still a very young football player with regards to, having played collegiate snaps. You're going to see mistakes like this continue throughout this drive. That's what I love about football. I told you, this game's real funny. This game's real funny. You'll come out, you have the best start of your life. You have a touchdown pass on the first play of the game, 67-yard touchdown run a little bit later, and then you come back, and now you're going to start to struggle. All right, now you're going to start to struggle. This game of football is going to start throwing different things at you, right? We got all kind of wild-ass pressures right now coming from UTSA. We got field pressure, multitudes of them. They are rolling zone coverage back up over the top of everything else over here. They're rolling coverage down here. All right, so we got a mixed bag. We got a very mixed look right now coming from UTSA, and I think it kind of surprises us. All right, I think it kind of surprises us because we have no internal clock right now, right? We have no ability to say, I've been holding this ball way too long. I need to get rid of this thing. Okay? Takes an unwarranted shot, not unwarranted, but an unexpected shot. All right? And here's the deal. When you get pressure like this, all right, we need to throw it back into this. Okay? We're getting pressure from the field. All right, we got three bodies coming from the left. We can't see that, though, because we're working the concepts back down to the right. All right, so just a minor young person's mistake. Also, a advantageous call from UTSA's defensive coordinator right there, right? Take a look at it from the tight. Let's count the Mississippis right here, Jonathan. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So he did have some type of internal clock. We scooted back up in the pocket at some point right there. Just ultimately takes the sack. We're going to 6:33, the very next play. All right, we can't do this. So now we've seen an aggressive mistake pulling the ball. We saw an internal clock error, right? We just didn't have a good clock on us. We didn't pay attention to where the pressure was coming from. Young football mistake. We got another one right here. We cannot throw this football. We cannot throw this football at all. They're trying to make work double moves down here on the bottom. We're going to go out and up with Silas. I think we also got a deep go here, and the tight ends running verts down the middle to draw safety attention. So we're really attacking this cover 2 corner or whatever he ends up playing, right? We're trying to get him to bite down on this out route while we run this go. We cannot throw this ball. We cannot throw this ball at all. All right, it's covered. And we're holding the football quite a while at this point. We let it rip and almost get it picked off. Okay? Here's what I think I probably should have done. All right, we got to know where our checks are. As soon as we see this plugging, you got eyes on him. You're probably looking at safeties, but our peripheral probably has him firing. We got to throw that check down right now, especially with the ball in our own end. We cannot turn this football over. I think we wanted the check down. We ultimately don't throw it, maybe because 11's flashed color. I think he wants the check down right now, don't you? Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like to me. We've got eyes locked on this. I think this right here scares him from throwing this football. All right. But I think we got to. I think we're one of them, right? I think we're one of them. I think we're Arch Manning. I don't think we're linear like our uncles. I don't think we're, I think we got a tremendous amount of arm talent, not just brain ability. I think the older Mannings didn't have a ton of arm talent, to be honest with you. They don't have the biggest arms in the world. They were just really, really smart. They wouldn't miss this stuff. They would find ways to get this ball to this back right here on this check down, okay? That's the evolution of this one. We can't throw this ball. This ball's picked in the SEC. I do like that he threw it on a line to make sure it's almost like a selective throwaway. We didn't just put that ball in the air and let it be a free-for-all. Let's go to 1732. All right. Talk about humbling you. Again, we got a winner. All right, we're trying to attack this safety defender. We know these guys have been kind of dumping into thirds, all right, or dumping into deep quarters, whatever you want to call it. All right, we're trying to attack these two defenders with this wide receiver. We got a run off here, all right, and then we're going to work the over, back out. All right, so it's a little double move right here, attacking zone coverage and the softness in the zone coverage, right? These two guys got deep halves. Okay, and I don't know what we're doing back there. I think we just rolled down into cover 3 is what it looks like to me. Okay, so this is going to run that corner off, which means, hey, we got the winner right now, right? Our coordinator has designed an absolute dub for us. We just missed this football. Can't miss this football. This is wide open. This is wide open. So here's what I love about Sark. Okay, most coordinators, you know, I think a lot of college coordinators have gotten this advanced. They're really, really smart. They don't put their quarterbacks at bad opportunities. But if you're a coordinator listening to this today, we clearly have a rattled Q at this point, right? Or at least one that's not executing like he was to start this football game. So what are we going to do? We got to settle him. We got to settle him somehow, some way. We got to see him. We got to get him one to, what do they call it in basketball? I got to see one go down, right? I got to see one go down right now as a quarterback. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put you in empty. I'm going to give you a nice clear picture, and we'll go run a tunnel screen right now, right? We're going to get the ball out of your hands now. Do I like the execution? No. We did not execute this play very much at all. But do I like the process? Do I like the idea that the coordinator in game has seen, ooh, took a bad read, pulled the ball in a bad read, ooh, put the ball at risk there, ooh, took a sack there, ooh, missed a wide open winner. All right, we're clearly rattled. We need to help this guy out right now on 2nd and 9. We don't need a standard drop back right here. We try to get him some help. We try to help him out right there. All right, that was 1805. Let's go to 1850. We're almost done here, folks. 1850, what do we like here? Learning from mistakes quickly. Learning from mistakes quickly. A very similar situation, backed up in our own end, 3rd and 12, probably expecting some type of pressure, right? Some type of simulated zone pressure. Where's it coming from? Who are going to be the guys that end up coming? They bring the 4 that are down. All right, that's nice and easy. We got the 4 that are down. Now, looks like obvious soft zone coverage to me with a bunch of lines right here at the sticks that will inevitably show up. Let's show you. Let's give you a nice clean picture at the top of the drop. All right, there it is. Boom. It's actually a Tampa. We got this guy running into the middle of the field, but everybody else is kind of playing the sticks, right? Everybody playing at the sticks. Now, I do think this tight end inevitably opens up as the play develops. All right, but let's start it from the top and let's give that ticker again, Jonathan. Let's get that 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi ball out, right? Got to be out by 3 seconds in our own end. Got to. I would have an internal clock, 3 seconds, can't get beat, can't take sack inside our own end on 3rd and 12. All right, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi ball out. Okay, we're not even going to wait. At this point, we're not even going to wait. Last time, we watched that Mike fire right down the chimney and end up taking us away from our check down. We end up taking a sack in the back end or putting the ball at major risk in our own back end. This is learning on the fly. Okay, now, oh, there it is. All right, same exact picture we had last time. Last time we waited it out. We threw this ball up in our own end. Quarter almost picked it off. All right, I do believe, yeah, look, man, it's going to come open. It's going to be, the Hunter Helms is going to be there, all right, eventually, but we can't sit here and take this sack. All right, let's go ahead and check the ball out right now. Young football player learning on the fly. (1956). UTSA coordinator really trying to create havoc right here, and he's having success. Okay, we got a young Q in here. I think, I don't know how much this guy's going to play because I don't know how bad the Ewers injury is. They said it's not as bad as they originally thought. I think he's going to get another start after the bye, maybe against another cupcake, and then Quinn will come back. But until then, right, you're going to see coordinators do stuff like this. You're going to see coordinators, bring pressure and then roll coverage off of it. All right, you're going to see mixed looks. You're going to see disguised looks. All right, the more the veteran unit, the more you have an ability to do this type of stuff. Once we see color flash into our screen, all right, once we see this, I hope we can see it. If we can't, that might be a problem. All right, once we see color flash in our screen, we can't throw this ball. This is almost a pick 6 if we're not careful. We got to pump this one, pull it down. You'll see the 3rd stringer do this a little bit later on in the football game if you really sit here and watch the tape. Once we see color flash, we got to pull that football down. We got to have the awareness of something right there. Something's up. We can't throw this ball. We've got to run it. Okay, boom. As soon as we see that color flash, can't do it. Can't do it. Pull the ball down. Let's go ahead and make some plays right here. That wouldn't just be a critical turnover. That would be a turnover worth points. Can't have those. All right. Again, still kind of rattled. Haven't seen him have a good completion down the field in quite a while. So what are we going to do? We're going to motion back to empty. We're going to make the picture really, really clear. All right, eyes on you, eyes on guy. All right, eyes on you, eyes on guy. I would assume he's locked. I would assume he's not. All right, so I would assume these guys are probably in some type of zone coverage. They're going to drop to their responsive zones. They're going to have eyes on me, okay, and they're going to float back and forth, back and forth. So if I know as an offense, I've got this concept right here, that's probably going to be my winner. It's probably going to be my winner. It's a great job right here by Arch identifying the weak link, right? It's a great job by Sark of making it easy on him, showing him, hey, zone. All right, we got locked down here on the bottom, but everybody else playing a lot of zone coverage. He rips this ball. I think this ball's thrown a little slightly too hard. Watch this. I wrote on the notes, Heisman watch. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. I was being a dick. Heisman watch. Heisman watch. My God. Arch Manning. What a great ball. What a great ball. Shout out Isaiah Bond. That's some go-go juice, eh? Hey, Jonathan? Yeah. Watch it from the tight. He's almost laughing as he's running, it looks like. In the gas right now. See ya. Oof. Heisman watch, 2201. Oh, this is late, but this ball is sick. No Manning before him. Nah, no Manning before him ever throws a ball like this. All right, they throw it way earlier. They throw it with a lot of air. It wobbles on him. It looks like shit. David Tyree makes an incredible catch. That's 9 times out of 10 how Manning's throw these deep balls. This ain't it. This ball is thrown late. This ball is thrown so incredibly sudden. You know what I mean by sudden, Jonathan? This is what I love. I love Kirby, but I like having you in here. And don't take offense to this. If you don't know the answer, I know the audience doesn't. You know what I mean? Sure. All right, so here's what I mean by suddency. Okay, put us in one right quick. Every once in a while, oftentimes, as a quarterback, we're scanning the field. We're waiting for something to come open. We know the concepts, but we're waiting for things to develop, okay? And the ability to be sudden is so vitally important nowadays because windows have become smaller than ever. So when the windows open, or we anticipate that the windows are going to open, we've got to be able to get our back foot in the ground and rip a football immediately. Our platform has to be sudden. We have to be able to find juice and life right now, whenever we need it. So what I mean by that is we can go from this to this and have immediate life instantly. Okay, that's suddency. That's twitch. That's athleticism at the quarterback position. Watch this from the tight and you'll see what I'm talking about with regards to suddency. We're going to look like we're standing up straight upright in the pocket, okay, until right there. That little hip drop ball out. We're throwing this ball 55 yards like that. Just immediate life. Now, again, is the ball late? Yes, the ball is late. Do we hold on to it too long? Yes, that's why the ball's late. But I'm looking at the suddency of this football player because I know all the other stuff's going to come. I know all the other mental acumen of this sport is going to inevitably download it into his brainstem, no different than any other Manning before him. But this is different than the Mannings before him. That right there. To be able to get that ball out and have that amount of suddency, twitch, and athleticism to throw this ball 55 yards is what makes this guy different than the other ones. All right, again, something you have to plan for. People are talking about him being the next Vince Young. I think that's a little bit crazy. I think it's a little bit crazy. But we are in the game plan now. We're in the game plan now. His eyes are on the cue. He is hunting the quarterback right now. This dude is hunting the cue. His eyes are on the quarterback right now. Watch after this ball is handed off. buddy, we just gave up TFLs on a running back counter right now because we think the quarterback's legs are the most terrifying thing available. All right. So ball fakes are great. Running, the ability to run with our legs is going to really, really impact plays because this should be a negative. All right, any other quarterback back there, Carson Beck, statuesque quarterback, any pro-style, modern Peyton Manning, Eli, any quarterback back there on counter right now is giving up a TFL because these guys are hunting the running back. They're not hunting the Q. Okay? All right. So we saw that one end zone throw or one sudden throw. Now we're going to see some this is some elite arm talent right here, dude. We're rolling left. Okay, we're top down again. I don't know who's got, maybe he's got the deep over. I don't know exactly who's got the concepts, but I'll tell you the concepts right now. Same thing, right? We're reading this bottom to top. We got a layered concept. We're going to read it from the bottom up. All right, so our last resort is that tud, that big shot. All right, so we're going to go 1, we're going to go 2, we're going to go 3. All right, he's already got eyes on 1. We're off of 1 right now. I can tell you right now we're going to be off of 2 because of all of those up underneath defenders, right? We all see that. Now, I can tell you right now we're probably going to see something fun happen. Watch this. Rolling left, ball up in the air, flicking this sucker 47 yards on the run, moving left. Again, I ain't never in my life seen a Manning before him do this. What do you see, Jonathan?
Bunch of eyes on him.
I see a bunch of eyes on him. I see a linear thrower. Will you Google, pull up a window over there and Google Peyton Manning throwing and hit the images bar.
I have the keyboard.
Oh, well, I'll do it. This isn't the time. This isn't the time to get into rotational linear. It's too nerdy. Guys, he's an elite arm talent guy. He's not going to be a blow it away arm strength dude. I don't think that's the case. But we're going to be able to layer the football, find juice at a variety of platforms because we are so linear. The shoulders are very, very square. It's like watching Quinn. Now, the throwing motions are slightly different, but from the platform and the way the core moves, it's an identical replica of the way number 3 has been playing the position for several years. So we get that ball, right? We see the deep juice, the immediate life on the post. Then we see him rolling left, showing some athleticism. Now we show some touch. Now we're going to put the ball up in the red zone. We're going to put it on the pylon. We're going to throw with some nice air on this ball, throw with some nice touch and accuracy. Only one spot our guy can get it. Pretty good, huh? Mm-hmm. That's not bad. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that film study. How long did we go? About 28 minutes?
Yeah, 28.
Come on. It's pretty good. All right. Appreciate you guys for being here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, man. We do this kind of stuff all throughout the week. Also do a live show Monday through Thursday, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Hope to see you guys there tonight as we kick off another great show. Appreciate you. Love you. I'm out.